lost. The other team I've got there is GWS. They're now 0-3 off their 17th. For a list that has so much talent, and for them to be lower than like Adelaide, for example, is just not where they want to be for a side that played in the flag 2 years ago. They've got, like I said, an abundance of talent. They've got players like Toby Green, Josh Kelly, Nick Haynes is like an awesome spine. And, to be 17th, staring down the barrel of a bottom 4 finish, believe it or not, from the way they're going right now, it's pretty hard to believe because I don't think anyone ever saw it coming. But they're a massive loser for me this week. They obviously had a chance to pinch a win against the D's, but sort of fell apart in that final quarter. The D's just overran them. Much better structure and ball movement from the D's. I watched the last quarter of that game, and it was really just a Toby Green show for the Giants. The Giants are big losers for me, and it's tough to watch them at the moment because of how much talent you want them to be good. Because I'm sure all the fans in the AFL in 2019 were barracking for GWS in that final. They really needed them to win wanted them to win because everyone hates Richmond. So to see them go this poorly now, it is kind of hard to watch. So it's not great signs for the Giants at the moment. I have a question for you, Ham. How long do you reckon Leon Cameron's going to last?
Yeah, I don't think it's much longer. The injuries they suffered.
It's going to be this season.
Yeah, he's not coaching in 2022. I think that's almost factual at this point. It's just a matter of whether he lasts to the end of the year or not. Because, I think we can rule them out of finals. I think those injuries they suffered on Sunday, I think it was, as put a line through them, to be honest, especially when teams like Sydney and Melbourne have started so well, who were in a similar sort of bracket to them coming into the year. Nick Haynes isn't playing as well as he normally does. Josh Kelly looks like, compared to Josh Kelly of 2018 and 19, don't even know who this bloke is. Toby Green's about the only one who's pulling his weight at the moment, and I guess Matty Flynn's having
And Isaac Cumming.
Isaac Cumming is playing well half back. Matty Flynn's having a crack in the ruck, but that's about it at the moment. Jake Riccardi does come back, so I guess that's something to watch out for from a Giants fan.
Gamer, I think.
Part of the point of view, but Leon Cameron at this point, I think, I don't know where he's from originally, but I think wherever he's from, he should start to look at housing prices because, I think he's going to be out of there pretty quick. Well, if I had to make a prediction, is there much point sacking him mid-season? I don't know. After watching the documentary, I don't like him. I don't like his coaching. Really? I thought he just gets real angry. Like, if you look at Adam Simpson and, like, Dimmer, they're very reserved. Like, they know when they're very composed, even in the pressure moments. Like, they always know how to calm the boys down as well and deliver their message clearly, where Leon Cameron kind of just screams. So I'm not the biggest fan. So I'm going to predict he gets sacked in about round 12. But who knows if he'll even get that far. Do you reckon he'll get sacked before the end of the year? Or?
Yes. If they continue this form, then yes. I don't see them, they've got Collingwood, then they've got Sydney. So those are two, like I said, winnable games, but they're both teams that have obviously ahead of them, especially Sydney. So, look, if they're 0-5, then I think it's only a matter of, days/weeks, probably weeks. But I see it as a sort of mid-season thing, or late season thing. Once, if you're in finals, if they bounce back and get a few wins and stuff, obviously they're not going to sack him if they're chance of finals contention. So I think it's once they've ruled out of finals, I think the question's going to be asked. I don't think they'll do it before that happens, to be honest, but I could well and truly be proven wrong if they're 0-5 and 0-6. I don't know if you remember the first episode of the documentary, but even just some of their methods by their players were just a bit, I'm trying to think for a better word than obscure. I think it was Stephen Cornelio, got the captaincy role, and like his first thing to the group was like this weird little
that was
wooden,
so weird.
Almost child's play set about we want to get from here to here to here. I don't know. I was sort of watching that, just thinking like, I'm not sure teams like Richmond would be doing this, and if they were, they wouldn't be getting the same sort of reception because no one was really, everyone was just a bit like, this is really random. They didn't get a really positive reception. So I don't know if that's just sums up some of the things going on over at that joint. But yeah, it's a bit of a strange place. I'm starting to get a gauge of how they're going, the Giants. Yeah, it's odd. It's odd times.
Yeah, whoever at Amazon decided to follow Sloan and Canelio, they've done Canelio dirty because I have to say, everyone leads in their own way. I've played under many different captains in sport, but who have different types of leadership. But Jesus Christ, if you compare Canelio to Sloan, you just wonder, like, how is this bloke even selected as captain? But yeah, sadly, he don't want to crap on him too much because he is sadly was in a moon boot after the game on Sunday. It looks set to be out for a long time, so that sucks because obviously he's one of their best players when he's in form, which hasn't been for a while now. But I guess we get to see the likes of Tom Green and stuff get more of a role, which could be interesting. But yeah, I have no idea how they've wasted the generation of talent they had. And you look at them all just killing it elsewhere in the competition and you just think what could have been. But anyway, I think that's enough about GWS. It's a sad story. And sorry, Leon Cameron, but you definitely have an expiry date coming up pretty soon.
It's a miracle. Oh, yeah. What about that one? Unbelievable. Balotelli. Aguero. Crowd cheers. Here's Siddle.